Welcome to the first iteration of the Social Destruction Podcast. This is the Social Destruction Project where we shitpost and we don't do anything productive with our lives, and we see how fast we can get fired from our jobs if this ever comes back to haunt us. I'm your host, Garrett. With me, I have Dan, Charlie, and Casey.
Howdy.
And we're just
Hello
going
there.
to basically pick a couple topics that we want to talk about, and then we're
Because
just
we're
going to
bored.
discuss because we're bored for about an hour and a half, and it's going to be fantastic. So strap yourselves in and let's get started. Who wants to start with their first topic? Because I procrastinated and don't have a good enough topic to start this out with.
Of course you did. What'd you do all day?
That's not important. What's important is someone needs to start right now.
Let's
Okay.
get right.
Hey. No, I'm gonna lay
We're
down
talking
the big
first.
question. I'm gonna lay down the big question. Can I do it?
Yes.
Do it.
Sure.
Are traps gay?
Somebody kick him.
This is actually one of... Believe it or not, this is actually one of the things that I was posing to bring up. So I guess Charlie just sort of picked my first topic for me. Thank you, Charlie. So I'm
No
actually
problem.
under the impression that traps aren't gay.
Y'all okay?
I have no opinion on this.
What do you mean you have no opinion? Do you
I
think traps are
legitimately
gay?
think that traps are
Is-
not gay. Because the reason is that if they are registered as a female, right?
Oh jeez.
Legally speaking, you are having sex with a woman, not a man. That's a very important distinction because if
I
they're...
think.
I
What?
think you're missing the point that they actually have a penis.
I
That
think.
does not matter.
Oh, God. Okay. I actually have a question.
Yeah.
What does gay mean in this context?
That's the important distinction.
You're having sex with a man.
Okay.
If they're legally registered as a female, then it is not a man.
Okay. So basically, it comes down to whether or not these animated individuals that you so indecorably refer to as traps. Hey now. So basically, it comes down to whether or not these individuals are men or not. Am I correct?
I mean, you're not incorrect, that's for sure.
Sweet Lord, this is what my life is.
Okay, to me, a penis is the very symbol of like male sexuality. Like
You
I mean,
chauvinist.
yes, I'm gonna be whatever. Anyway, yeah, it's a dick. I mean, whenever you see a dick, you're gonna think of a man.
Irrelevant! Okay.
No.
No, it's
When
not
it comes
irrelevant.
to
What matters
sex-
is what is on the
when it
legal
co-
paper. This is either male or a female. If it's a male, I still
care
wouldn't
about
even say
legal
it's gay
papers,
because
I'm
here's the
having
thing.
sex right now.
It's wrong. Okay, here's the thing. If you don't do anything with the stick, it is not gay. Okay?
Casey,
It's just like
jump
having
into
anal
this.
sex with a woman.
Tag team, bench me, bro.
Hello?
Bench me.
Yes? Okay.
This
I'm
is getting
taking,
out
over
of hand.
I'm taking over for Charlie then?
Bench.
Please.
Spot me, bro.
Okay, I got this. To quote the YouTuber Kodama Boy,
Oh,
traps
boy.
ain't gay, traps ain't gay, hit it from the back, man, traps ain't gay.
This is
So,
already
I'm agreeing
so
with Garrett.
downhill, and it's been like 4 minutes
I
in,
feel
and
like
it's already
once
cringe
you see
central.
the penis, once you see the dick, once the cock is in your vision,
Oh my
it
sweet Lord.
immediately becomes gay.
That is no, it's
Until
not.
you
Oh my
see the-
God.
Once you see the dick, it becomes
It's
gay.
not. Okay,
Can you
so
take
okay,
a
if
moment?
if a person is a transgender person, okay, and if they're
No, we're
if they're
talking about
transitioning
lollies
to-
right now. We are
Oh my
talking
God.
about
Do not
beautiful
change the subject.
anime
I
lollies.
must debate you on this furiously. What I'm trying to say is that if they're a transgender person and they're transitioning from male to female, and they've consistently made an effort to identify themselves as female and biologically become a female, if you have sex with that, that is a female in essence. If it's just like
I
a
agree
dude
with
who's just
Garrett.
cross-dressing, then I'd still contend with it, but I would see where you're coming from.
Oh yeah, no. That's what I'm thinking.
I agree
mean,
with Garrett on this, mostly because he literally took that entire argument from me.
Wow.
Incorrect.
It's
This is
actually
all
a decent
from
Well, hey,
my
we
own
gotta
original
talk
thoughts and
about this.
opinions.
I thought traps are guys that dress as women.
I did not want this to be the entire conversation in this podcast.
No, this is not. I just literally thought of the worst idea I had
This
out
is
of the
just the
like
first
7
topic.
I had, and yeah.
Yeah, so Charlie's quite the valuable addition to this podcast.
By the
I
way,
think he was
By the way,
Actually,
dude-
wait. I have one.
totally
worse
not
topic,
cancer or
but-
autistic at all. Just saying.
No.
So basically,
Well, trying to
so
rescue
basically,
this.
if you're actually tuning in live, one, I feel sorry for you, and two,
This is
the
awful.
context
You should
is
actually just not watch.
the context is that we are basically all part of this like group where we just basically blow steam off at each other. Like we got one dude that posts just like straight communist shit, and then you got
The
me
biggest
who just like
goddamn tanky ever.
essentially yes. And
the guy, like, if
so
he had the chance, he would
podcast-
suck Joseph Stalin's cock.
Charlie, let me talk. Let the big boys talk in this chat now, Charlie. Please. What I'm trying to say is that we have a shitposting chat that we often talk in, and I'm just bringing this over to podcast form because why the fuck not? So that's like
Well, we
the
should have
context. We
everyone
talk
then.
about this sort of thing all the time, but I was getting so tired of it just being straight politics. I'm just like, you know what? Let's just do a podcast where we just talk about almost anything but politics. But that is not necessarily off
Except
the table.
now, Casey can't just kick people.
He has
whatever
a,
you
he has a
please.
banhammer
One
problem.
sec, I'm
Casey's
working
kind
on
of a
that
powerhouse.
technology.
Although, to be fair, I really want to hear Casey's Christian Roth BuzzFeed quiz. That sounds like fun.
That does
Right.
sound like fun. You know what? Fuck it, Casey. Give us your
Okay,
best
go ahead.
bet.
Go ahead.
So it's time for our Christian rock quiz. Fantastic.
Well,
boys.
explain to me. Wait, what is the Christian rock quiz? I did not hear about this beforehand.
I was about to explain it. Thanks for
Oh.
interrupting me, though. Okay.
Whatever.
So basically, what this quiz is I'll give you a quote, and there are two quotes. One of them is from a Christian rock song. The other
Okay.
one is from 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh.
And you have to guess which one is the Christian rock song.
I'm squicked already.
Oh.
Whatever I happen to say at the time. And then at the end, I'll tell you who won. Everybody understand the rules?
I understand the rules.
I think I get it. Yep.
Okay. Question number 1. Which of the following is a lyric from a Newsboys song? Is it
Oh,
A?
I got this one. I'm the biggest Newsboy fan you will ever meet in your entire life. God's
Seriously,
not dead,
Garrett?
He's showing a lot.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Is the answer A, giving it over, I was flat on my back, or
Oh.
B, I come instantly?
The first one.
I'm
The
gonna go
first
with the second one because you can't rule out consensual marital sex.
Here's the
You
thing.
can sing
I think
about
it's-
that in Christian rock. I'm fairly certain of
Well,
that.
Here's the thing. I'm with Garrett because I think that the person who wrote this quiz is being tricky. So I'm gonna go with the second one.
Oh. You think someone like
Okay,
Dave wrote
so-
this quiz?
Ha ha
So
ha.
Garrett and Dan both say B, and Charlie says A?
Yep. I
I
say it.
guess. I stand by it.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, this time, which use of hand is from 50 Shades of Grey and not a Christian rock song?
Oh shit.
Oh.
Is it A, you gentle your hand, B, gushing with surrender in your hands, or C, my hands are open, so take what you see?
Oh, I'm gonna guess the second one, gushing surrender from your hands. Wink, wink. That's conventional.
I'm with the second one too. That sounds like something that would be in 50 Shades.
I really don't know. They all seem
It all sounds like
really sexualized. I
No,
have to
what
go
it
with
actually
two.
sounds like is some like 13-year-old girl Twilight
Charlie-
fiction is what it sounds like.
Charlie, what'd you say?
That's what 50 Shades was.
B.
Yeah, I know. I guess
with
that's sort
the
of
word
gives you
gushing,
argument
I
there.
can't imagine the word gushing anywhere else other than a 50 Shades of Grey.
Gushing is a funny ass word. I'm just gonna say that. It's a fucking hilarious word. Gushing.
What the hell is that noise?
I'm so sorry. Needed a drink.
That, you were
Oh my
drinking?
Dude,
From a
was that
faucet,
soda?
yes.
Oh, okay.
I don't drink alcohol, buddy.
Oh, no, I was gonna say there's
Question.
something. Okay, yep.
Number 3. 3 of the following 4 lines are from Skillet songs. Which one is from 50 Shades? Is it A, stretch me bigger?
Oh no. Holy shit.
If I had a nickel for every single time I've said that, I'd be.
You'd have no
Okay.
nickels.
I'd have my own private island. Is just what I'm saying. I'd also not be able to shit.
An empty
properly
vessel
for
to be
weeks a
filled at your
time.
boys. Is it B, an empty vessel to be filled at your whim? Is it C, I'm exploding like chemicals, I'm going crazy, can't get enough? Or is it D, it's so urgent, it's so desperate, I can feel it in my bones?
It's
I
A.
can feel it deep in my
A is the
bones.
not skillet line.
Oh, the not skill.
No,
okay.
no, the last one sounds like it's in an R&B song. Honestly, if you listen to any of it, it is incredibly sexualized.
Well,
This is
I mean,
from 50 Shades.
for,
But
I'm
I'm
going
gonna
A.
go
A
with-
from 50 Shades.
Please read off the answer choices again.
Me bigger. B, an empty vessel to be filled at your whim.
B.
C, I'm exploding like chemicals, I'm going crazy, can't get enough. Or D, it's so urgent, it's so desperate, I can feel it in my bones.
I'm gonna say B. Honestly,
Yep, B.
B. I'll be right back.
So Dan says A, Garrett and Charlie both say B. Okay, who just left?
Someone left?
Someone said I'll be right back.
Huh.
Really? Well, it wasn't me.
I
Must
didn't
have been
leave.
Casey.
Garrett?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
I am Casey.
Yeah, we're all here. No one left.
I'd love to get a drink.
Haha, I was right.
Sweet lord. Okay, moving on with the quiz.
For a guy who's an
Okay.
atheist, you sure make references to God a lot.
Hey now,
Okay,
I
number 4.
specifically learned about different religions so I could swear in the names of their deities, alright?
Wow, what an asshole.
Fair,
That's why you
fair.
study
You showered
different
me with
religions.
roses,
I
certainly.
study them because it's fun, actually.
Well, that too. The Wiccans have some fun shit going on. Anyway, Casey.
Question number 4. One of these 4 is dirty talk. The
Oh,
other
God.
3 are DC talk. Which one is dirty?
DC.
Is it A, DC talk is a Christian rock band.
Of course it is.
All right.
Anyway.
All right.
Is it A, you consume me like a burning flame? B, anytime, any place? C, I am calling out your name? Or D, oh, you know that I surrender?
Oh, they
God,
all sound like
D.
Christian rock.
D.
No, it's definitely not D. What was the second
Are you
choice?
sure?
I'm
Are
sure.
you sure?
Charlie goes,
I've listened to enough
Charlie
Christian
goes
rock to know.
hardcore on
Hey,
all of
hey,
his
they're
And
all
answers.
granted,
so
that was all
vague.
against my will.
I'm not a kissless virgin. I should know this shit.
Is anyone in here No, we are not asking that question.
Wait,
Could you read off
kiss...
B, please?
Okay, can you give me a definition of
my
what kissless
topic.
virgin is?
A what?
What is a kissless virgin anyway?
I actually think that would be obvious.
Yeah, it's kind of obvious, Garrett.
Dan, did you say B?
Yes, please.
Okay. Garrett, what are you thinking?
I don't.
Wait,
I don't
could you
have an
read
opinion
B
honestly
again?
because they all sound like Christian rock lyrics.
Then just
So
guess,
no
I
answer?
guess.
Eeny, meeny,
Yeah,
miny, mo.
B.
Catch a dog out of a toe. If I was let go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. C.
Good one.
Jesus!
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
This is the if you can,
No.
I'm bringing quality
can-
content into this
You
podcast.
can get further away from the microphone, you know.
I mean, that's a fair statement, honestly, but I'm not going to because that would require effort.
Okay,
Keep going. What's the answer?
I'm gonna start trying to rapid fire these because there are a few.
All right, let's go.
jeez.
We're on 5, there are 10. So, which U is from a Sonic Flood praise song? The other 2 are about sex. Is it A, God, I want you? B, I want to touch you? Or C, I'm in awe of you?
I'm in awe of you. Easy.
I'm going A.
I'm going B.
Oh, wow.
I'm going C, man. I believe that was actually that's no
Ooh-wee.
easy. Easy.
Well, wait. What's the question again?
What the fuck?
Charlie
sorry.
doesn't have has the attention
Which is
span
not about
of a
sex.
fucking gnat, and it's hilarious.
Wait. Which one is what?
Which one of these 3 is not about sex?
Oh, not about sex. Oh, I thought which one was about sex.
Notice how he
Okay,
answers
yeah,
the
see.
question, which one of
You weren't
these
paying attention.
one of these is from a Christian rock group and the other 2 are sexual. I guess that went in one ear and out the other.
Yep. I'm
That or
going
it
C.
didn't register in your brain.
A lot of things don't register in my brain.
Yeah, we know.
You're setting yourself up so easy for jokes, dude.
Do it.
Okay, next.
How many questions
Do it.
are there? Oh my god.
My body is ready.
There are 10. You just keep interrupting me.
Okay, that's fair.
Can you figure out which is neither two Christian rock? Which one of these is 50 Shades of Grey, basically?
Okay.
Is it A, here I am, I will do as you say?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
it's
A.
A. It's A.
A, just preemptively
Don't
saying
interrupt
it.
me. B, you're pinning me to the wall.
Oh,
Or
shit.
C, or C, I'm enslaved to what you say.
Oh, come on!
Oh.
Come on!
I still
The
think
first,
I'm still thinking it's
the
A.
first one's obviously Christian rock.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I don't know.
This
I
is
can
actually
totally
hard.
I can totally see someone saying B.
And I've listened to one more Christian rock track than I want.
Only one?
I
Can we
mean,
get some Christian rock up in here?
Please no.
Please, someone play something right now.
Charlie,
No.
shut your fucking mouth.
I'll
please.
find something right now. Just give me
Okay,
some,
guys.
give me
No.
some time.
Guys,
Oh my god.
I need an
Do not,
answer.
or
We
I will
gotta keep
kick you
this
from this
ball
podcast.
rolling.
The first one.
Yeah,
The
I
first
just
one.
said A.
First one.
Everyone says A?
Yeah,
Yes.
we said
Okay,
that immediately.
Side note, I am keeping track of my own answers because I didn't look at this before I started reading it. I also
man.
said A. 7. Different people handle pain differently. Which one is the 50 Shades of Grey way?
Oh.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
We've got A. How can I scream when the pain is such a release?
Oh God.
B. The pain is such that I refuse to acknowledge it.
Nope, that's not B.
Or C. I do not deserve to be set free.
It's
A.
A. It's A.
A. I'm gonna say A. A is an
Everybody's saying A again?
ass pull.
Okay. Question 8. Once you experience something you really like, you usually want more. Which wanting more is not about God?
Oh,
So again, which
I
of
mean,
these is a 50 Shades
Can
of
I
Grey?
just hear that question again? Can you run that by me one more time?
Once you experience something you really like, you usually want more. Which wanting more is not about God.
Oh, okay.
And there's a really creepy album cover as the picture for this one.
Oh my
Oh.
god. I can only
Anyway, is
imagine.
it A, we're going all the way? B, I've never wanted more until I met you? C, I'll be chasing you? Or D, I want to do it soon?
Ooh, it's either C
Ooh.
or D.
I'm gonna say C.
C and D is a close one.
When in
I'll
doubt,
go
answer
D.
C. Honestly, that's what
No,
that's
when
what
in
high
doubt,
school
go
taught
Garrett
me.
on
B.
this one.
Going D.
Of course,
What'd you say,
Charlie
Dan?
goes D.
Garrett on this one. D.
Of course, Charlie goes D. Why not?
Okay, so
Must
got
resist
Dan
trap
with
dick
B,
choke. Must resist trap
Charlie
dick
with
choke.
D, and Garrett with C. Is that right?
Correct.
Awesome.
Majority rules, bitch.
Question 9. Which romantic exclamation is not about Jesus?
Oh,
God.
shit.
When I'm in your arms is when I feel the best. My heart beats for you. I want my worlds to start and end with you. I can feel your power surging through the whole of me.
I can feel your power searching through the whole of me. Easy.
The last one.
The last one. That's way too easy, dude.
Yep, last one.
Dan? Okay.
The last
That one was just too damn obvious.
Speaking of last ones, here's the last question.
Thank
And
God.
the best question. One of these is about a BDSM master-slave relationship.
Oh.
The other 3 are from Christian music.
Oh, no.
I have a bad
Okay.
feeling about this.
Is it A,
I only have good
capture
feelings.
me, make me a slave?
Wow,
B,
that's...
I'm
okay.
struggling to resist, but I'm drawn. C, if I could only be your master. Or D, you can have everything I am.
If I could only be your
I
master.
imagine that slave owners in the 1800s made their slaves say all of this verbatim.
Oh,
Fair enough.
that's just nasty.
I know. Slavery jokes. Woohoo!
Get on the ship, you dirty slave.
I didn't think they said
Ah.
slave, dude. I'm pretty sure they used the word.
Arg.
Almost said it. That could have definitely cost
Garrett,
me a
what do you
job.
think?
I'm gonna go with C on this one. When in doubt, answer C. Honestly.
Dan? Charlie, you already said C.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Dan?
gonna go C2.
Okay.
C2, no Code Geass joke intended.
Bandwagoners.
Okay. Now we've
Okay, so what's the result?
Now we've got the answer keys. For question 1, the Newsboys lyric was, "Giving it over, I was flat on my back." For question number 2, only
Was I supposed to be
got it
writing
right.
these down?
Yeah. What
I
was
was
supposed to be? Okay.
I
Okay.
was writing them down. For question number 2, only I got it right. The answer was, "You gentle your hand" from 50 Shades of
You
Grey.
gentle
Come
your hand.
on.
You gentle your hand.
Question number 3.
and feel the
Stop it.
caress of Jesus. In your breast.
Question number 3.
Oh yeah.
Charlie and Garrett both got question number 3 right.
Oh yeah.
Woohoo!
It was B.
Damn it.
Fuck yeah.
B. An empty vessel to be filled at your whim from 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, I'm such an empty vessel. Oh.
Oh,
Give all your women inside me, Oni-chan.
Oh, let me fill you.
Everyone shut up.
Oni-chan.
Question number 4. 4? 5. 4. What? 4. Yes,
Decide.
it's 4. I did it. Question number 4. Only Garrett got right. The answer was C.
Shit.
I am calling out your name from 50 Shades of Grey.
God, how kinky is that movie? Like,
Oh
I've never
god.
seen it before.
I
but
mean, to
it's-
be fair, like, I don't know what I was gonna say. Fuck it. Move on.
Wait. Has anyone here actually watched 50 Shades of Grey?
I
I'm not
read
answering
it
that.
actually.
Have you?
I
Wait.
did.
I
watch it.
read 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, you
Garrett,
read the book?
why?
Why?
Who reads porn?
Because I was like, what, 14 at the time?
Charlie, you're incorrect, actually. Ahem, women read porn. That's actually
No,
statistically
women.
true.
No, women found it. Women were more of the audience than men were of that book. They
That
prefer-
is
Yeah,
true.
no,
women
I
are-
know like
See,
4
here's the
girls
thing.
that went to see the new one.
When it comes to
Oh,
porn, women are more the lay intellectual type. It's just like, guys, we go on to Pornhub, X videos.
Hey,
Women,
guys,
intellectuals,
God.
read their
We
We
porn.
like
Guys.
it quick, sweaty, and hard.
everybody.
Fire away.
Question number 5. Nobody got right.
Fuck.
That's not surprising in the
The
slightest.
correct answer was B. I want to touch you. Was not the 50 Shades of Grey quote.
I want to touch you.
Man.
What is it?
Sorry.
What?
Holy shit, man.
Keep
what have you
going.
been drinking?
Monster
Okay.
energy drink.
For question 6.
Fun.
I'm just a fantastic burper. You can see
again,
why
question-
I clearly get all the bitches, man. And I
Question
haven't
6
just been a
again.
lonely ass
Casey,
weeaboo
kick
for the
Garrett.
past like almost 2
Garrett,
fucking years.
shut up.
Garrett, shut the fuck up.
This is fair.
See what you made me do? Now we're not going to be monetized because I swore. Anyway,
Buddy, I bet no one's
Um,
watching this.
2 people
Excuse
watching
me.
now.
Actually, I've been advertising this. I'm hoping a few people do.
Yeah, 2 were watching right now.
Fun. Oh,
I
well, hey,
advertised it to
again.
my Tampa Discord.
I'd like to
Nobody got
apologize to
question
anyone
6
seeing
right?
this.
I don't.
Wow, we
if
suck at
any of you
this.
guys in Tampa Discord are watching, please type in the chat so I can know. Anyway, go on, guys.
Question 7, also nobody got right.
Charlie,
Question
come
8.
here.
B. Only Dan got question 8 right.
Huh.
Why
Why am I proud of this?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know if you really necessarily should, honestly.
Question 9. Wait. Whatever. Question 9. Only Garrett got right.
That was just a pure guess. Hell yeah.
And question 10. Nobody got right.
Wow.
So the winner
That was a hard one.
of this contest was Garrett.
Woohoo! I'm actually somewhat proud of myself. I'm not going to lie.
Okay,
Hell
yeah.
okay. I don't know what to say.
What do I win?
You get a free ticket to watch the next 50 Shades of Grey movie.
You know what? I will take you up on that.
Oh, no.
Except for the fact that the series
Because,
is
like,
over.
because
No,
like,
it
I
is.
we're
think
gonna make
that...
our own 50
No, here's the
Shades
thing.
of Grey.
Bitches love 50 Shades of Grey.
That is true.
And going to the movie theater gives me
excuse me,
ample
sir.
opportunity to make a complete
sir.
ass of myself over there trying to talk to women.
I'm pretty sure you could pull that off wherever there are women.
This is indeed a fair statement, and I cannot dispute that.
It got too true for Garrett. It got too true. It
Okay,
became
well,
too
see,
real.
the thing I describe myself is I was a one-hit wonder. You see, I managed to score a relationship 2 years, and then I got into anime, and now I haven't been the same since. I've been a degenerate, lonely-ass weeaboo who just sits at home and plays Smash.
Garrett, this isn't the chat. Please don't.
Yeah, I profusely shit on myself in the chat for all two of you fucking watching.
Guys.
Yes.
Guys, I'm looking at the chat right now, and we have a question.
Oh, we
Ooh,
do?
What's the question?
From whom?
Is Casey the coolest person in this podcast?
Who the fuck is
I'm
Amanda
actually tempted to say
Meinke?
yes.
Hey, I'm offended. I'm a cool cat.
I
I'm the
wouldn't
only
say
one
that
with a
for the life
girlfriend,
of me.
boys. I'm the only one with a girlfriend, boys.
Hey,
He makes a convincing point.
so?
Who are you, Amanda?
You don't have to be
Side
cool to
note,
have a
boys.
girlfriend.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Not only am I
Yes?
the only one with a girlfriend, that's also the person that asked the question. So,
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
Isn't that your
wow,
girlfriend?
Well, we've got another comment, and apparently Casey is the
Sean.
coolest.
I'm quite apparently.
Well, wait,
I'm,
what?
I'm sad for you, honestly.
oh, thanks, Matt. Love you too.
Oh, jeez.
So wow, we only managed to pull in like two of your friends who are profusely sucking Casey's dick at this point.
It feels so good.
This makes me sad,
I need-
honestly.
I
I'm like,
need a
where are my
strong drink
Tampa
of
boys
something
and
right
girls
now.
at? Where are you guys at?
I don't know. Call him up.
Well, we did just spend 20 minutes talking about 50 Shades, so I
That's
came prepared
accurate.
to talk about the last season of Ruby. Anyone else in here watch Ruby?
No.
I watched Ruby seasons 1 and 2, but it's been, oh my god. Last time I watched Ruby was when I first moved to Michigan, of all time.
Dang.
Yeah, that was 2014, dude.
I'll put it this way, Garrett. You actually picked the worst place to stop watching that show because season 3 was a bombshell, which was, well, it pretty much emotionally destroyed the fandom. Also, the fight choreography was so much better. 4 was good, and 5 was just frickin' amazing.
Here's the thing about Ruby. Honestly, I'm sounding like a purist fucking weeb right now, but I don't really like
One
the
don't
art
you?
style of CG anime. I like
That's fair.
I like a traditional 2D anime.
No, the reason why people
Despite
don't
the-
like the CG anime is because it's never been done good.
That's wrong. It has actually been done good.
There was
Um,
one
there's a
anime.
couple
There was
shows on
one anime
Netflix.
in.
I think Knights of Sidonia is on Netflix, and that is a CG show.
Okay, if
as
it's
well as
the
Devilman
one, if
Crybaby,
it's the
I
one
think
that
is also
Giga
CG.
talked about on his YouTube channel, I'm not going to accept it.
I mean,
Yeah, that was the one.
I
Yeah,
think that was
yeah.
the one. But I'm just gonna say this right now. Like, the virgins watch Giga, but the Chad watches Digibro. Digibro
Holy
is like
shit.
so much more analytical.
my
God, why?
No.
Okay,
I-
here's my beef with Digibro, and I cannot believe that I'm having this conversation. He doesn't like the rebuild of Evangelion series. The rebuild of Evangelion series is amazing, so he can piss off.
I
Yeah. The rebuild's actually pretty good. I watched
I've
all
never
of them.
seen
I love
it
them.
actually. I only
Wait,
saw
wait,
the
have you
original
ever
Neon
watched any
Genesis
of them?
Evangelion. I've not seen the movies, and I haven't seen Rebuild.
Oh, you're
Okay,
missing out.
wait, Garrett.
How
You
about
haven't
this?
seen.
Have you
You
guys
have
seen
not
Have you guys
seen-
seen any of the Monogatari series?
I don't think so.
Well, you're missing out too. So
You
shut
can
your
just play it
mouth.
out loud. I don't care.
No.
All right, I will keep that in mind then. It's going on the list.
I can't. I'm being
Anyway.
recorded right now.
No, but
One
in all
thing I'd like to
seriousness,
point out-
though,
I'm on a podcast.
In all seriousness, though,
promise to
Dan,
volunteer.
what
Charlie,
is the difference between
Cover
the
your
original
mic, Charlie.
series
Jesus Christ.
and
What?
Rebuild of Evangelion?
Wait, what, Garrett? I mean,
I was
Casey?
asking what the difference is between the original series and
Ah.
Rebuild of Evangelion. What makes
Okay.
it worth watching as opposed to the original series?
Okay, so in other words, why should you watch Rebuild? Okay. What Rebuild tried to do was create a series that was less eclectic and more accessible. And I'm sure almost everyone who watched the original Ava series from the 90s finished it and then went, what did I just watch? And that was actually my reaction after I watched End of Ava, which was amazing. You should absolutely watch it. It gives you at least some answers.
Just
Get to the point? Anyway, point I'm trying to make here is that Rebuild of Ava is meant to be more accessible. Also, the animation is brought up to date, and you don't have, say, the last couple episodes of the original Ava, which just petered off and used a lot of tricks just to save budget.
Isn't it used like reused footage?
Well, what they did in the first movie was they did reuse some footage, but they also updated it so that it looks good. Like, it looks really good. The first movie mirrors about the first 6 episodes of Ava, but the next 2 go off and tell their own version of the same story. And, I'll be perfectly straight with you. A big part of the reason that I love the Rebuild series is because they did a very good job of humanizing Asuka. So for those of you who don't know, Asuka Langley Shikanaki is fairly abrasive. She's well known as
She is the first, one of the first tsunderes.
Yes, that's correct. She is everyone's first
She's
tsundere.
the ideal tsundere.
Yes, but the point I'm trying to make here is I had a very hard time identifying with that
She was
when
such
watching
a
Ava.
cunt.
What? Okay, that's
no,
a bit
no.
much.
The only reason you're saying that is because you like the other girl over her.
No, that's incorrect.
Actually,
The point is, I don't
that's
like
the only
any
reason.
Ava girl really.
Oh, Here's my problem. I
Go-
made the mistake of
Favorite
looking
Ava girl,
at
go
Evangelion
right now.
as a. I'm sorry.
Favorite Ava girl.
Well, Misato Katsuragi. That's the only right answer.
Oh, that is so true.
Yeah, Charlie. Do you know anything
We
about
agreed on this
anything,
earlier.
Charlie?
We talked about this, Charlie. How short is your attention span? Oh my god.
10
I'm
seconds.
sorry. Okay, I was in an argument with my roommate for like the past 5 minutes.
That's
so
no
No
excuse.
shit. I am still talking.
Sound like I said hi.
Let Dan continue, and
no, I
then
don't
let him
even
talk
want to
about
say-
Ruby.
Of looking at Neon Genesis Evangelion as a military operation rather than, oh dear God, these children, because they're like 14 or 15,
They're
are
not
thrown into
children,
terrible
they're like
circumstances.
what,
Yes.
17?
Yes, they are, dude.
They're 14 to 15,
Did you
though.
not?
Look,
Did you not pay
that's
attention to
part-
how
yeah,
that's part of the
distraught
reason
Shinji was?
that's part of the reason I couldn't identify with Asuka. Rebuild helped me do that, as did End of Ava. Also, I'd like to point out that they also use, I believe it was, what was it? God, let me hop on Google. But they, for the ending credit song of, let's see,
Of
for the
End
ending
of
credits
Ava?
of the first, yeah, of End of Ava, they used a couple songs by Utada Hikaru. She goes by Utada, and I was blown out of my freaking chair when I heard those songs for the first time.
Dude,
I don't know
that
why,
whole
but she was
final
amazing.
movie was just best.
Yeah, it was
one of the
Beautiful
best things
World.
I've ever watched. I mean,
It was Beautiful World by Utada Hikaru.
Yes.
Okay.
That's it.
Speaking of great anime movies, has anyone seen 5 centimeters per second?
No,
That
but I've
sounds
heard
like
good things
something
about it.
Casey would talk about
Okay,
himself.
because I actually recently watched it, and I want to give a very brief review of what I thought about 5 centimeters per second.
Please, I want to hear it.
It's
Oh, it's this one.
huh?
Oh, okay. I've heard so many good things about this one. Please go ahead.
5 centimeters per second. Its visuals are stunning. They're actually like almost Miyazaki levels of good.
Wow.
But the thing is, like, the story is rather interesting because it follows a character. I forget the name of him and of all that, but like the story, there's not a lot of dialogue in the entire movie. It's mostly just like the shots and sort of communicated through emotions and like the thoughts of everybody. But that aside, I felt that it could have gone so much more. There wasn't like, I think what I'm trying to say is that it could have been a lot better. It could have been more in depth with what the characters were feeling, because like it
Really?
revolves around a story between like a guy who wanted to marry like a sort of childhood friend, and he progressively grows up, and this other girl wants to fall for him, but he already pledged his heart to her, and she's like sort of brokenhearted about it. And then the next part of the movie, because it's split up in between 3 parts, and the
Yeah.
next part of the movie is like them sort of reconciling it, and it's just like it didn't go as in depth as I wanted it to. That said,
did
I
I
think
just
it's
hear a
worth a
Mario
watch
noise?
simply because I did cry man tears in the second part.
Never mind.
Where the girl gets basically shot down by basically the love of her life, and I'm sort of emotional about that.
Wait,
kind of shit.
wait. You cried?
Oh yeah, I mean, I cried at the end of Toradora too.
I have never cried for any movie except for one in my life.
I cried
And which
at,
was
okay,
that?
okay, I
It was
cried at
Forrest
Toradora.
Gump.
Okay, here's the thing, Charlie. Wait, what?
Why?
Because that scene
Wait,
where
man,
Jenny
what-
dies,
what-
I know Jenny's
Nah.
a human, but
Forrest
when Jenny
Gump.
dies, I
Okay,
really
wait,
felt
no, wait,
bad
no.
for Forrest.
Boys, that's fair. When Jenny dies, that's fair. I can understand that.
Like,
I've seen about 15 minutes of Forrest Gump.
Charlie,
After the
you
Vietnam
watched
part
the
ended,
episode.
I
You
lost
watched
interest.
all of
fair.
Toradora, and you don't tell me that you cried at the last part of Toradora. In addition, I guarantee that if you watch the Tales of Ba Sing Se in Avatar: The Last Airbender of
Oh my
Iroh's
God,
story,
stop.
where he's crying over
No.
Luten, if you didn't
Okay,
cry at
okay,
that part,
okay,
you're
I
a
didn't
monster as
cry.
far as I'm
Like,
concerned.
Garrett. I don't cry during movies. That's what I said. I could feel bad and feel like, really sad, but I don't cry during
That
movies.
challenges your sense of masculinity, I'm assuming. And
Well,
we
no,
can't have that.
No,
Actually-
I just don't cry over things like
Charlie's
that.
actually got a point. Like, I almost died when I watched Your Name, but I didn't cry.
Oh, I
Yeah,
haven't
part of
seen
that
Your
is-
Name yet.
Oh my God, do that now.
I've been meaning to watch it after I watched
Name
5
is
centimeters,
magnificent.
but I went to bed and then just got distracted by the Monogatari series,
Oh.
which is
Oh,
also
boys.
fantastic in its own right.
Boys.
I watched Bake Monogatari, and it is so
we
good.
lost a viewer. Oh God, we lost a viewer.
Oh shit, guys, change the
Oh
topic.
no. Okay, wait,
what's something
wait.
The kids are into these days.
Oh,
Charlie,
Matt
Charlie,
cried
yes,
during
wait a
Clanid. That's fair as
They
well.
like memes,
Charlie.
don't they?
What, Casey?
Charlie.
Yeah?
I'm gonna talk to the chat for a little bit. Hey guys,
Hmm.
you should share this with your friend. Hey, all four of you. If you're not, we are gonna talk about topics that aren't anime. I promise. So
Yeah, that got out of hand.
if
I'm
there are
sorry.
people that you think will be interested in this, go share it with them, or don't. Maintain those friends. That's
I
your
just
choice.
got-
To be fair, I'm pretty sure
We're
that
gonna
was
get-
my fault because I've raved about Evangelion for like
oh my
5
god,
damn
guys! I
minutes.
just
We're
got.
gonna.
I mean, yeah,
Guys,
Evangelion's worth
hold
talking
on.
about, but when
What's up, Garrett? What's up?
I just got banned from my Tampa Discord.
Why?
It's not there.
Oh, we have a message from the chat, boys. From Matt. He says, "I cried during Clanad." So,
I just said
That's valid.
that.
yep, just saying.
I don't, why did it just get banned?
I'm pretty sure it's because somebody tuned in here and said, "Oh my God, screw
No,
this."
no, I think I know what it was.
Copy-paste
Hold on, I think I know what it
Okay.
was. I advertised the channel in there.
That'll do it. So
Yeah,
right now
yeah.
I think we're gonna switch topics. I think it's Charlie's turn to pick a topic.
Oh,
Awesome.
Oh, geez, way to put me on the spot. Okay,
You have one ready?
I've got a really bad topic to talk about that you guys.
Charlie,
We
were
just
really
talked about
freaked out.
anime for like 15 minutes,
Okay. So you know that shit that went down.
unless
in
it's also
Florida?
about anime.
No. You know that Nick Cruz. You know what happened down there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How could we have got our boy Nick Cruz's kill count just a little higher? What could we
Hi,
have done?
NSA. I have no. I didn't. I'm not responsible for this bull crap.
No. We gotta help out the man. How
Casey's
could we
not
have made
Casey's not related to this podcast.
I told you. I told you it was
Not in
bad.
any way. So. Okay, we're skipping Charlie.
Good.
Do you? We want to go to?
No, I got a
Wait.
serious one.
Do you
If
have a
you
serious
ruled the world,
topic?
what would be the first thing you do?
If what now?
We
If
take
you
it to
If you ruled the world, what would be the very first thing you do?
Dan. I'm
first
gonna let you go
decree.
first.
You're
First
gonna let me go first.
Yep.
You're gonna let the nihilist go first.
Oh
I
shit!
am gonna let the nihilist go first.
Oh, that
So that
that
seems better by
side.
comparison.
Well, oh, okay, yeah. Well played, sir. Screw you with a cactus. Okay, so if I
maybe
rule the
later.
world, okay, am I to assume in this scenario
Mhm.
that I have sufficient power to visit my will upon the world? Do I have sufficient
You are
military?
the Kim Jong Un of the Earth.
Oh, well then
Jesus.
organized religion just got very, very banned.
Oh, well, that's no fun. You're a boring guy.
You're darn. Yes, I am, in fact. But yes, in
Okay.
that case, if the world was mine and I could do with it what I willed, then I would ban organized religion.
And make yourself God?
Not at all.
What?
Not at all.
Oh.
Okay,
Think of-
I'm sorry, I spaced out. What are we talking about?
If
Basically,
the
if you were
question
in the world,
is-
what would you do? So I would ban organized religion. Who's
If I could
next?
ban anything?
I'm just gonna throw
you
out
could do anything,
there.
Garrett. You're
Hey,
the Kim
chat.
Jong Un of Earth.
Hey guys, people in the chat, everybody type in the chat what you would do if you were ruler of the world and you could do anything. Garrett, let's hear
Ooh,
your
look at-
answer.
Casey being clever.
Oh no, I don't know.
You can
But
literally
wait,
do
I
whatever the
need-
hell you
I
want,
need
Garrett.
Dan to expand on why he would ban organized religion.
Okay.
No.
Well, I would.
No,
Fine.
okay,
I promise not to be too
legitimately
edgy.
interested.
There goes
Okay.
I'm
the
just worried
religious
because
audience.
Dan will get
I'm at.
extremely edgy if we go on with this.
I just said I wasn't going to. Look, you have to
Okay.
admit that I've been a bit more classy here than I am in the chat. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll put it this way. My experience with organized religion in America. Oh, actually, let's specify. I would specifically look for religions and sects of religions that I thought caused tangible harm to people and then ban them. So I wouldn't ban all of Christianity. I wouldn't ban all of Islam. I would not pick on Hinduism or Buddhism. I would look at, say, Christian fundamentalism because that's what I know.
Yeah,
And
that's
in
what
my
I know, too.
experience, in my experience, it makes people miserable, it makes people vicious, and it drives people to suicide.
Like
I've had
Scientology?
Oh, piss off. Anyway,
What?
as far as suicide
Charlie,
goes,
that came
I've
out of
had-
nowhere. Go
as
on,
far as
Dan.
the
Go
suicide
on.
Sorry, he sounds like
I
a
know-
Scientologist.
Go
I
on,
hate-
Dan.
Finally realized he woke up.
Go on,
Shut up,
dude.
man. Look, so as far as the suicide factor goes, I know so many people who nearly killed themselves, and I've sat with some of these people. You know, the houses I've lived in, there have been nights where we take the firing pins out of our guns because we're afraid that somebody's going to use it on himself. And the direct cause of that, well, it was because he had been mistreated by people who thought he was inadequate as far as religion went, and they did it and thought they were good. So, in my experience, religion causes tangible harm. So that's why I'd go after its more extreme forms.
Okay.
I know,
I
I sound like a
mean-
freaking radical.
No, I mean, I totally get where you're coming from, even though I wouldn't go that far and necessarily ban any sort of organized religion. If I had all the power in the world and was able to ban something, well, I still
you
wouldn't
could
know
do
what I would
anything,
ban.
Garrett. You could add stuff. You could do anything. This
Okay.
isn't just banning.
Well, I would wish I would eliminate cancer from all the world. That's what I would do.
well, you rule the world. I mean, you're not a magician.
I believe that was the scenario, yes.
I mean, if that's the scenario, I stand by my point.
Okay.
Okay, so you've got disease focus. That's definitely more altruistic than me. Charlie, how about you?
Oh, okay.
Oh God.
I want you all to know that I'm a mischievous god. What I would do is construct a big city and put all the blind people of the world in that city and see what happens.
I like
Like,
it. I like it.
It's a fully functioning city. I just want to see how it would be if only blind people lived in that city.
I imagine they do quite well for themselves.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Like, I mean, there are definitely instances of people with that disability living very productive lives without any sort of direct supervision. So yeah, I think that would be a really fun. I think that'd be a really fun scenario.
Right.
That's
yeah.
interesting.
I mean,
Casey, how about you?
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh shit.
So
Oh shit.
as
Your
the
worst.
person who is most known for being very shaky on every single stance he has ever taken,
Like
the
what
first
people
thing I
say,
would do
milk.
if I was in I'm not shaky on whether or not it's milk or milk, Charlie. It's milk. You're just an
did you
idiot.
just
I
make a
am not
Julian
anyway.
Smith reference?
Holy shit. Was
You're
that
interrupting
Dave?
me. Anyway. What was that?
Nothing. I swear I thought I heard Dave talk.
That's odd.
What?
I'm
Anyway.
sorry. Dan and Dave sound alike.
We do not.
I mean, no
don't
wonder
think-
you guys get along
they
like good
don't.
old butt buddies.
Or whatever. Continue.
Okay. First things first. I'm gonna have to agree with Dan here. Organized religion is gonna have to go.
Oh, okay.
Just because, not necessarily against religion as a whole, but organized religion kind of leads to a lot of shitty things.
You just don't like Catholics.
You're not
Just-
wrong.
Dude, Charlie, Catholics don't like Catholics. Ask a Catholic.
You know who
Finally a
Catholics?
joke.
But you know who Catholics
trying
don't
to be
like, and
church
that's
here.
Protestants.
It's just true.
Hey boys, I'm not
Yo,
done.
Damn
Because
it.
that I'm not just my whole thing can't just be agreeing with Dan, because that's boring.
Yes, it can. Damn it.
Oh, is this a two-parter? Oh shit.
Two-parter. Other thing, every single drug, totes legal.
Oh yes,
boy.
there we go. That's the type of answer I was waiting for.
Just cause like, why are things illegal? I don't care. It's my health.
Or lack thereof, yes.
Fair enough. But yeah,
There
I
we
just
go.
think
Weather update. The new Discord I said I was banned from, I didn't actually get banned. It got deleted.
Wait, what?
I don't know. It just-
How?
I don't know. I
Wait,
guess
an
it's a mod.
entire.
I guess my buddy Chase tells me that PP deleted it. He's a mod, and I don't know why. I guess
That's disappointing.
that is
Yeah,
severely
all right, then.
disappointing.
Well, it's not like we haven't suffered through things like that before in that chat.
I can't tell you how many purges
can
have
I
went
just,
on
can I
through
just
that
enlighten
chat.
the
Sorry,
stream?
sorry,
Can I just
what- I
enlighten
don't know
the
what you're
stream on what happened to our previous chat where we used to
No,
do
you can't.
this?
No,
Casey
you
just
can't.
That was a social
randomly
experiment
started
constructed by
adding
me
a
and
bunch
Casey.
of shut up, Charlie. He just started adding a bunch of people for no reason.
No,
and
no,
then-
no, no. There was a reason.
Why?
Like I just said, it was a social experiment. We want to know what would happen to a chat if it got up to like 50 14-year-old boys and girls.
It imploded in on itself. That's what happened.
That's what I
Yeah,
said
because of
would happen.
Dante.
But that was
Admit it.
one hell of an experience, though.
that was Dante's fault.
When is something not Dante's fault?
Okay,
Oh, also,
okay,
guys,
are we
guys.
actually gonna still hang out with Dante over the summer, or are we just gonna dissociate with him completely?
This
No,
doesn't
he
I
feel
have
like
will
a
start
thing to
talking
discuss
about
on
people his
stream.
own age.
This doesn't sound like a thing to discuss on stream.
All right, fair enough.
Fair point.
Okay,
Hey, wait.
guys, I wanted to give you a bit of an update on the live chat. I asked, what would you do if you ruled the world? Was the
Kill
first order of
myself.
business. We got one response from Amanda. I would kill myself.
This is
Fair
a
enough.
fair statement. I would kill myself regardless of whether or not I rule the world. So I mean,
Also, fair enough. This got edgier. Way.
This
we're
is
called
what
the
I'm talking
Social
about.
Destruction
Guys,
Project.
guys,
What do you
guys, guys.
expect? Us to be reasonable?
Once Dan said ban organized religion, there was an alarm that went in my
I
head.
see
This is
his
gonna get
reasons,
edgy.
though. I see his
I
reasons.
made a coherent case. I didn't say it was an ethical
He
case or a
did.
rational case, but it was a coherent
No, but the
case.
thing
No,
is,
no,
Dan,
no,
is
no
that
matter
the
what,
thing
it was
is,
going
Dan,
to get edgy.
Dan,
It
listen.
was gonna get edgy.
I know completely what
listening,
you're talking
Garrett.
about because
Thank you, Garrett.
a reason that I wouldn't describe myself of the faith anymore was because my dad is literally so far into the fundamentalist Christianity that he will threaten all my livelihood and me being in college if I don't continue being of the faith, then he will cut all my funding and not dissociate with me completely.
Well,
He
hopefully he
sounds
never
like a
sees
stand-up
this.
guy.
Huh?
Hopefully he never sees this then.
I mean, that's the plan.
Garrett's dad doesn't know how to internet. Silly Charlie.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't.
I have no doubt that is
He knows how to
correct.
type in our Rush Limbaugh.
Wrestling. Oh, that's right. Okay,
Sheldon
here's the
Ball.
thing. My dad really likes to mess with liberals. So what he did with Casey was because he did this with Casey. He started taking him home. He was riding with me, and my dad was just like, Casey, you're gonna have to listen to about 30 minutes of Rush Limbaugh, and then
Oh jeez.
so
That
he
sounds
turns
like
it
a
on, and
treat
Casey
and a
has like
half.
no visible reaction whatsoever. He's
Right.
just like taking it. He's just sitting there taking it while my dad just trolls him.
Well, here's the thing. Full disclosure, guys, I used to listen to Rush, but that was well before the Republican Party lost its soul in 2016.
Okay,
He's
Dan,
got a
where
good
were you
point. He's
aligning
got a good
yourself
point.
on the 2016 election?
Oh, how did I align in 16?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I voted for Gary Johnson. He's kind of a goofball,
Wow.
but he is. But I couldn't
He
vote
is.
for Trump because Trump has bad immigration, trade, and foreign policy, and his biggest fans are white nationalists, and I do not like white nationalists. And the other thing is, Hillary Clinton was just a Democratic hack with very bad economic policies, so I couldn't flip for that either. So I said screw it, voted Libertarian, and got yelled at by my family and my extended family and all of my former friends. It was wonderful.
I actually voted for the Trumpster. I'm not gonna lie. That was back when I was
did?
like, I did, because I was.
Dislike you.
I mean, that's fair, but you gotta realize, Dan, that I, don't swing that way anymore. If you know what
Fair
I mean.
enough.
I just like.
Oh.
I actually
Fair enough.
also used to swing that way. If you know what I mean.
Oh wow, I just got a lot of
Wow.
dysphoria because I was checking on how the stream was going by listening to it.
Yeah.
So I
Please
had
shut up.
y'all right now in one ear, and the stream in the other ear. I was really.
Not like white nationalists. Okay, Charlie, go
I
puke in the
think
trash
I
can.
actually
Fair
also
enough.
used to swing that way.
I think
if
it's
you know.
time for the next topic.
I think it is.
Wait, didn't we just start the next topic? We're talking about the election.
No, we didn't. We didn't talk on to the next topic. I wanted to continue
But,
our anime discussion personally because I never got what Dan said about the
We're
new
not
seasons of
continuing our
Ruby.
anime. We're not continuing the anime discussion.
Why?
Because it's
Wrong.
anime I haven't seen and Casey hasn't seen.
Damn.
Anime is shit, and so am I.
Charlie, you gotta see Bakemonogatari. You gotta see it.
If I
It's
can
so
spell
good.
it, I
It'd be
will.
cringe.
It's so
Journaling.
good.
If
Anyway.
I can spell it, I'll try.
I think it's my
That's
turn
bad.
for a topic.
Go ahead,
Okay.
Casey.
That's accurate.
I don't have a quiz this time, saving my. But right before we started streaming, I went on to Breitbart.com, clicked the first article I saw, and the
Another
headline is.
article?
This is the first article, Charlie.
Oh.
Okay, what's
I'm
the
doing
article
quiz.
say? What's the article say?
My bad.
The article's headline is exclusive. Rand Paul. Is our military budget too small, or is our mission too large?
Okay, here we're talking about the military budget. Now
A
this
few
gets interesting.
amazing.
May I
A
start?
few.
May
No,
I
I'm
start?
not done explaining the article yet.
Fuck.
A few great gems from it is since 2001, the military budget has more than doubled in nominal terms. The U.S. spends more than the next 8 countries combined, and then it goes on to say, it's really hard to argue that our military is underfunded. You may go.
Wait, underfund? Why?
I'm going to just stay here,
What?
and I'm just going to let
Pick
you
one,
know.
you half-assed Breitbart hack.
Oh my god.
They're idiots. You know
They
this.
are idiots. But I.
Casey, you managed
I'm gonna
to
link,
tilt
I'm
him.
gonna
You
link the
managed to
article.
tilt him.
I'm going to link the article in the chat if anybody
Garrett's
wants
going
to
to get
look at it.
political for just a second and say that our military is incredibly overfunded and our NASA
Oh, I
budget is
can't-
incredibly underfunded. I'm just saying that I would
can't-
definitely do more space exploration. I would give a shit ton of the budget to
But
fucking
Garrett,
space exploration.
the border against Canada, that is some dangerous shit right there.
Shut up, Charlie. I'm trying to say
We-
the
We
reason
have to
why.
keep the Canadians
I need
out.
to say the reason why.
The
Because
Canadians do not want to come to this shit fest.
here's the thing: if we continually develop our space program, when we were in the space race in the 1960s, we had access to so much new and amazing technology. For example, off the top of my head,
Microwaves?
what you use every day to cook your ramen noodles is a microwave. We got that from space exploration, and that is an incredible technology.
We
Think
also
of
got
what we
those
can
really
do
nice
with
mattresses.
Think about this. Think about this.
Garrett, you
It's-
view space exploration as a way to develop new technology
I'm
that
not
could improve life on Earth.
specifically. I'm not specifically for that
Shout out
reason.
to the 3 people
The-
that liked the stream.
In addition,
What?
another reason why I want the space program to be funded more is the preservation of our species as well, because this is of the utmost importance at a time when we are 2 minutes to midnight on the doomsday clock. We need to have alternative options. And though it may sound sci-fi at first, we could, theoretically, if we got a shit ton of our budget in the space program, we could start a colony on Venus. We can make colonies on
Whoa,
Mars.
whoa.
We
Did you
can
just say
harvest
Venus?
and extract
You know how-
materials from asteroids, Mars, Venus, potentially Mercury, Jupiter, and the moons thereof, Saturn and the moons thereof. And if we continue to develop our space program, we can get access to crazy shit and make ourselves extremely wealthy. The problem is that it's so underfunded right now that NASA keeps getting its budget cut more and more, and it's honestly sad that like less than
why don't we just leave this up to the
0.1%.
free market?
Huh?
We have a message from
We
the
do.
live chat from
To an
David.
extent.
Dan, you're
But SpaceX doesn't have nearly the amount of funding that
Thank you,
NASA
Dave.
could amass with
I will
government
not
backing.
contest that statement. Anyway, I have a question. Why don't we just leave space exploration up to people like Elon Musk? By the way, that does stand for elongated muskrat. That is his full name. Anyway, point being,
I'm going to
why can't
answer
we
your
just-
question. I'm going to answer your question.
Please,
The
please,
thing
let
is,
me-
is that Elon Musk has done some incredible stuff. SpaceX has actually developed the first recyclable rocket. In case you don't know, space rocketry is extremely expensive, as well as the fuel to manage it, the parts to manufacture it, and so on and so on and so on. But the thing is, like, his invention of the reusable rocket actually made it so that we can use it again, and that saves an abundance of cost. But the problem is that the private markets can't be nearly as highly funded as what the government can back the space programs up with, which would accelerate the potential for NASA to just blow everything else private out of the fucking water. But in addition, private companies, they do have rather a great incentive on funding space exploration, because if they find like some massive fucking gold mine in outer space, like
Sure.
for example, like SpaceX makes harvesting pods to go on asteroids and extract their materials, they could have a sort of monopoly, and they could become so rich that anything owned under Elon Musk would be just massive in comparison to every other corporation, potentially allowing for a monopoly in certain instances, and
Oh,
to
so you
potentially
think,
harm.
so you think
See,
if
the
Musk
thing is-
hits a breakthrough, he could become predominant almost in a way that Google is, but more so, just by sheer
Exactly,
financial
exactly.
To do that, though, he has to find the mother lode, like a mother
He
load of
does,
some
but it's out
material,
there. It's out there.
titanium,
Could you
gold,
imagine
something
He
if
has to
space?
find the second
Could
moon.
you imagine if SpaceX discovered microbial extraterrestrial life on Enceladus? No, it's one of the
I
moons
would not.
on it's one of the moons of, I think, Saturn. And theoretically, it is a complete ice world, right? But there could very well be microbial life. And in fact, one of the probes, I think its name is Callisto or Juno, managed to get its way to Saturn and orbit it. And this is, no, Cassini. And during its final mission, it actually tried to extract any sort of life from the atmosphere of Saturn, just passing right under it in the South
Yeah.
Pole.
Guys,
But could you imagine if they discovered some extraterrestrial life?
That would be cool.
That'd be incredible.
That would be
Stop
discovery of the century.
That'd be
I stopped
discovery
saying
of the
no,
millennium.
Of the millennium.
how did we get here from military spending?
Because
stopped
I
paying
say it
attention.
should go to NASA.
Ah, okay.
Because the corporations are so short-sighted and they don't want to take a risk. I mean, not corporations, our government. They don't want to take that sort of risk
corporations
into
too.
something that can turn up to be completely useless. Like, could you imagine if the best they discovered is, oh, will we discover more gravity waves? And just like, no one cares. No one cares.
At
But if
first,
you
I
say,
thought you were going to say
can harvest-
they discovered more gravity, and I was like, is there
No.
more gravity?
Charlie,
Or-
no.
Charlie, no. But I think that some of the stuff in the military budget is screwing out things like I want to be funded. And the thing I want to have funded is NASA. And that's
Well,
the reason why I
Garrett-
think that
Garrett,
I
run for
wish they
president.
could cut it back.
Honestly, if a shouting orange yam can become president, I'm pretty sure Garrett can become president.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, I'm going to make a communications
I mean-
degree, so I
I
can
mean,
definitely
I-
lure people over. And as long as I say God bless America, how could you hate me? How could you not
hi.
like me?
Yeah,
By
I
hating
mean, as
America.
long as
Check
Garrett
me.
isn't all gung ho about banning religion, I'd vote for him.
I appreciate that, Charlie. You're gonna
Yeah,
get a
no,
shout
really,
out
I
from
would.
my first presidential speech. Just like, Oh, and Charlie Haas, thanks for believing in me, boy.
Oh, the bluff.
Yeah,
the
watch
bluff
Garrett
is
get
real.
elected, stab us all in the back, ban religion, and genetically engineer cat girls.
I will also ban anime to prevent other people from becoming weeaboos like me.
I will revolt.
Oh my god. Casey's social destruction has been achieved.
Indeed. Indeed it
Maybe all
has.
4 of us will be socially destroyed if anyone figures out that we did this.
My girlfriend is watching.
Here's the thing.
Amanda.
You're putting...
Love you.
I don't think we said anything that's that daunting, really.
I know I haven't. I have.
Okay,
Much.
what do you guys think about cutting military budget?
I find it likely that we should do that.
I think so too.
I don't have any numbers to throw at you, but we're doing too much, and it's getting harder and harder with nations like India and China putting on muscle. So it's not in our best interest to have all the bases and all the deployed guys that we have. Again, just for anyone watching, please understand that I have the greatest respect for the men and women in uniform, and some of them have been my greatest heroes and role models. I just don't agree with what the guys in the top in Washington are doing.
Actually, I come from a family of people in the military. My uncle was a Marine
Oh, yeah.
for 25 years, until he finally retired. And my grandfather was in the airborne division in Vietnam. And I'm pretty sure that my cousins, which are now, I think, they're still my cousins, but they'd be like removed because my aunt and uncle divorced. I don't know what you would call that, but I'm pretty sure they're going into the military one day.
Okay. You said your granddad was 101st Airborne?
Huh?
You said your granddad was 101st Airborne?
I think so, yeah.
I'm impressed.
I don't know his exact brigade, but he was an airborne.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm sort of with you.
I had an uncle that was in the Navy. Does that count?
In the Navy.
Cue the Ailstorm.
Okay, I love Ailstorm so much. Dude.
Ailstorm is amazing.
That is not incorrect. Ailstorm is so rum, yeah, rum. Get me
By
some
the way,
rum.
did you guys know that the guys in Ailstorm actually made another power metal band? They called it Glory Hammer, put out a couple of albums.
Oh
it was
my
literally
goodness.
it's literally a parody of sci-fi power metal. And it is the funniest thing in the world, and yet somehow manages to be awesome.
Holy shit.
So I just realized something, guys.
Yeah?
Since I'm in the chat with my YouTube channel, my last name is attached to this. So
That's oh
Bye.
shit. Bye, future employment.
What are you talking
Whoopsie.
about? You're not in here. All that's on the stream overlay is just Social Destruction Project, podcast number 1.
No, look at the chat, Garrett.
What chat? Oh, so
The
what?
live chat. I'm just commenting.
So that chat will be completely erased when the VOD comes out.
I mean, I suppose
I'm glad we're doing this on stream.
I mean, I'm gonna make
Every
a VOD.
time we get out, every time we talk about like the background of what's happening, I cringe internally. Cause I'm like, if I was listening to a stream and I started randomly talking about, oh, I'm worried my last name will be attached to this, I would literally just kill everyone. On that note, it's Dan's turn to pick a topic.
No, it's my turn. I haven't picked anything yet.
You're supposed to go before me. That's dumb. You can go.
I
Sorry.
was going to ask what everyone has their top 5 presidents of the United States. Since Dave was too much of a pussy to share his list, I'm asking you guys.
Top 5? Oh, jeez.
And top 2 worst
chat.
presidents. Top 2 worst. I'm
Hey,
just going to keep
chat.
it brief.
Hey, chat. People in the live chat. Also do the
Do the same thing,
doing
chat.
it. And if
Do
you
the same
agree,
thing.
if you agree, share this video. If you disagree, share this video. If you don't know if you disagree or agree, do neither.
Shut
But
up.
share the video anyway.
Sell out shill.
I'm trying to
Sounds
help.
like you would do a plug for a single shekel, dude.
Actually, also, guys, talking about Dave bitching out doing his thing, he says in the chat, okay, I have it. I will give it to Casey in a moment. So after we do that, I will give you Dave's
Oh,
ranking.
so Dave's in here?
Yeah, Dave's in the live chat.
Dave, we miss you, man. I wish you were in here. I honestly do.
Can we
You're a
get
welcome
Dave?
addition, man. You should come
we
in
get-
next week. Come back in
Can
the
we
chat.
get
Can we get him
David
to
here?
talk?
Dave, can we get you in here?
Come on
Please.
in, man.
Please,
Watch
we
him
need
play
someone to.
Mario
We need you. I need
I
you.
need
I need you.
now.
You are my angel.
That's just
I'm gonna
cringy,
stop.
Charlie. That's just straight up
Yes, it
cringy.
is. I'll let you
I was going somewhere, but then it just crashed.
But Dave, I prefer you give this president's list on stream. I think it'd be fun.
And yeah, you got to explain it all to us, Dave.
Regardless,
I'm talking to Dave right now about it. You see if we can get Dave on.
Well, regardless, until you can do that, I'm going to give my actual top 5 favorite presidents and then 2 worst ones. I'm going to say my personal
Ladies, he's
favorite
single.
president is Zachary Taylor, followed by James Buchanan,
Why?
Ulysses S. Grant, Chester Alan Arthur,
You're picking all the worst
and
ones.
William McKinley.
Okay, why? You're going to have to defend that. You picked all the guys from the Gilded Age. They just vaguely sucked.
Dan, you're becoming a little quieter, dude.
Yeah, where
Yeah.
are you, man?
Sorry, I flipped up my headset. My bad.
There you
Okay,
go.
that's fine. Did someone
Jeez.
else
Okay.
enter the call?
I don't think so.
Someone will be
Um,
soon.
Anywho, so I think my favorites would probably be.
Oh no, I
Link.
was actually trolling. I actually wanted in my actual top 5 favorite. I was trolling.
You suck.
Oh my God.
Okay, I think my actual personal favorite president is George Washington. And my actual
Cliché.
second favorite would probably have to be Abe Lincoln because I'm just that generic.
Cliche.
Third would be Eisenhower. Fourth
Okay.
would probably be Ronald Reagan because I think he gets too
Wait,
much crap.
Wait, hold on. Dave joined.
We have a visual.
And fifth
Hi.
would probably be
Can I be heard or no?
yeah, we can hear you. You're coming in.
Okay.
And
You
my
can be heard, but you're spotty for me.
fifth favorite is probably FDR. And then the 2 worst ones I think are easy.
Can you guys?
James Buchanan and Ulysses S. Grant, simply because of Grant's corruption.
Can we just real quick, Dave? Can we get you to? Can you do a couple test sentences?
What?
Turn your video stream off. Talk.
I'd like to point out that this whole thing has become fantastically disorganized.
That's kind of the plan from
Well,
the
What the
start.
fuck are you
honestly.
talking about? What the
I
actual fuck?
expected this at the beginning.
It is off.
Here we go.
All right,
I'm like
perfect.
5
Okay, you
shots
were
in
in.
right now, so I'm actually having a good time.
Hello.
You're only 5 shots in.
Yeah,
is
I know. I
Dave?
should be drinking more.
This is Dave, and I actually, because he said he had a list of presidents that he thinks are the best, and the rest are just bad presidents, and I want to hear your list. Please, by all means.
Dave.
And crickets.
Come on, Dave.
That's my best cricket sound.
Okay. Can you guys hear me or not? I'm really confused, actually.
Oh, there we go, Dave.
Oh, now you can?
Now
Dude,
it's
you
time for
sound-
Charlie's furious
Dude, you
dick
sound
sucking.
better online than you do in real life. Holy crap.
It's not hard. Very,
That's
very
true.
low
That's
stand, very
accurate.
low bar, very low bar.
Also,
Um,
I'd like to point out that in this case, there is no bar, there is a croquet wicket.
Fair enough.
I tried. Fuck. Okay, so
Okay,
Dave,
oh,
you've got a
God,
list
okay.
of presidents. Let's hear it.
Okay, I know what's happening. Okay, oh my god, I have the YouTube stream and the call happening at the same time.
Oh,
Uh,
Jesus Christ.
All right.
I was getting
Oh no,
so
he
overwhelmed
abandoned
by
us in
everything.
1914, my friend.
I was so confused. I was hearing everything. I was like hearing things repeat. I heard Charlie say, "Oh yeah, it's Dave," like 3 times. I was
I'd like to express my condolences for having to hear
I'm
Charlie
pretty
say
sure that
anything.
didn't like negatively affect you in any way. You probably liked it. Anyway, Dave, please give me your list of presidents.
well, it turns out I missed like filling in the last 10.
What?
So
So
I
you
have
got
a-
an exhaustive
you
list?
procrastinated, my dude.
Well, You see, no, I found other ways to procrastinate. This was my procrastination, but I found better ways to do it. I did 1 to 16, and then I did 44 to 29.
Okay.
So I haven't done 17 to 28 yet.
And this is your list of favorite presidents.
This
To
is
be
the
fair-
comprehensive ranking of every president. Literally, there's nothing wrong on this entire list. All of it is correct.
Oh, great. Okay,
Please
so
try
how
to
about
keep it
guys,
under an
guys,
hour, dude. Please
guys,
try to keep
how
it
about
under
we
an hour.
all go and then we come back to Dave, all right? Okay, he's
sounds good.
obviously still getting his crap together and being not wrong somehow. So
Yeah.
anyway, I'm actually not particularly fond of America or American history, so I'm
Oh,
going to give my
surprise, surprise.
Oh, the
Unpatriotic
anarchist
piece
doesn't
of
like
shit.
America. Everyone shut up. Okay, so my top 3 would have to be
Be right back. Gotta pee.
Calvin Coolidge by default because he didn't spend much money. I'm going to have to go with Lincoln because he actually managed to lay the groundwork for civil rights. And then I'm going to have to go George Washington because he managed to be a halfway decent fellow without a lot of partisan bullcrap. So,
All right.
as far as the 2 worst presidents, I think Andrew Johnson deserves a shout out because he was instrumental in Reconstruction not going well and leading to the South becoming a steaming pile of degenerate hot garbage for literally centuries.
Hey.
Oh, shut up. And then I think
Garrett
my other
lives down there.
shut up. And I think my other least favorite president would be Trump, just because obviously. Also, he speaks at a 4th grade level, and his biggest fans are the Ku Klux Klan. So there's that.
That's true.
Next person.
Is it me?
I'm real enlightened, aren't I?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Me, an intellectual.
Me, an intellectual. Damn it,
Yeah.
Garrett! Now I have that song you sent me stuck in my head.
You're welcome, dude. I'm glad I could help.
You're a terrible person.
That song is amazing, and you know it.
It is amazing, in the same way that a burning raccoon carcass is amazing. Yes.
No, but like
Oh,
it
burning
shits all
raccoon
over the
carcasses.
community, which is something that I fully
That's
advocate
something
for.
I do.
Fair point.
I mean,
Okay, so Casey, what are your favorite and least favorite presidents?
Oh, am I going before Charlie then?
Yes, you are.
it sounds like you have a list prepared.
Whatever.
Like you wrote
Okay,
this down.
awesome. So, okay. My, top 5 are gonna
Hey,
be,
Casey,
in no particular order.
Just a second, please.
What?
Dave, I think
Yeah?
there's
Okay.
a little bit of echo on your end.
Well, I know I would love to fix that if I had a microphone.
No. Do you have like earphones that you can use?
I am literally using earphones.
Oh, you are.
Rather
Yes.
Well, can you
Rather
turn
than
down your
figuratively
desktop
using
audio
earphones.
for us, please?
Mute desktop audio,
Yeah.
so I can't. I don't think it's coming from mine because I can hear myself talking to you guys.
I think you might have playback on your microphone enabled.
Okay. Let's try to.
Just like turn
Let's
down
see.
the volume button on your laptop. That should probably do it. Just okay.
Okay. Any better?
Yeah, I think that sounds
Please
much
say yes.
better. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Casey, keep going. Keep going.
I'm gonna go ahead. My top 5 are gonna be Abe Lincoln, and this is in no particular order. Teddy Roosevelt, Woodrow Wilson, Franklin Roosevelt, and Bill Clinton.
Why Bill Clinton?
Yeah, I'm interested to hear why.
Literally only because he got head in the Oval Office.
I was just making head
It's a-
noises here.
It's a respect ranking. It's a respect ranking. And,
Next.
Charlie,
Coming
we're
in
just
at
gonna
the bottom
skip
of
you
the-
because your
Coming in
opinion, your opinion is probably
Oi,
too
oi.
uninformed for you to even
I gotta
comment.
give my bottom ones.
So
I gotta
we
give my
default-
bottom ones.
By default, we go to Dave.
I've got to give my bottom one.
Oh, I'm
Wait.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
At the bottom, we've got second to bottom is Calvin Coolidge for causing the Great Depression.
To be fair, that was Hoover,
And,
I believe.
At the bottom, we have Millard Fillmore for doing absolutely nothing ever.
I mean, that's
Yeah, he's got
also
a good
applies to
point.
George
What did
W.
Millard Fillmore
Bush. So
Yeah, but he was entertaining about it.
strategery of doing nothing. The best way to be a president, and just Bushisms in general is one of the funniest things on the internet. I'm fairly
You're trouble.
convinced. Okay, so Charlie, your opinion is too stupid and uninformed, so by default we go to Dave.
My favorite president would have to be Theodore Roosevelt.
Nope, no one cares.
because he's
You're a
the
cares.
best man
No one cares.
I know.
And by the way, Casey, did you have George Washington on there?
No.
I'm fundamentally disappointed in you.
George Washington
Fuck
is
your
disappointed
mother.
in you.
Fuck you! George Washington deserves to be at the top.
Ladies,
What do you
please,
do,
you're both
Garrett?
pretty.
Don't. Aw, thank
Hey,
you,
I am
Dan.
not pretty. How dare you?
You're making me blush like an anime trap girl who says
Oh,
you have
Oh,
a nice
dear.
geez,
penis.
stop.
Finally, Garrett admits he's a lolly. I knew it.
I mean, this
That
is,
explains
this is just
so
a fair
much.
statement. This is not incorrect in the slightest.
Sweet Christ. Okay, Dave, you're up.
Yes, I've finalized the entire list because the 10 presidents in the middle don't matter.
Okay. Let's hear it.
All right, so should I start from one or from the bottom or what?
Start from the bottom. No, start from the top.
Okay.
Start from the bottom, now we're here.
I'm more of a
Thank
bottom
you,
person
great.
anyway, but for the sake
We
of
know,
brevity, let's do
Garrett.
the top.
Okay.
Yeah, Garrett, of course you like it on bottom.
So, remember, if you guys remember when I was talking about it before, there are only 16 good presidents.
That's correct.
Everybody else is bad. Number
Okay.
one is Eisenhower.
Okay.
Then it's
Wait,
LBJ.
wait, number one, best president?
LBJ,
Yes.
the guy who said I want.
Eisenhower is my number one. LBJ is number two.
Okay.
Then it's FDR.
Oh God.
Then it's Washington.
Oh God.
Fair enough.
Again, I hate most presidents like Daniel, so it's kind of weird. Lincoln is number 5. Obama is number 6 because he didn't fuck anything up.
Drones.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I don't care about
yeah,
Muslims.
that's fair.
Yeah,
I said
mean,
drones,
honestly,
not Muslims.
Also, his blatant lies and manipulation.
Nixon is my number 7, so you see how much I care about that.
Okay, you are wrong.
Nixon,
You're
No,
Excuse me?
no, Nixon
Wait,
was
wait,
not
wait,
bad
wait.
in his office. I'm just
I am a
saying.
crook.
The war on drugs, you idiot. Nixon started the war on drugs.
I'm aware, but he did a lot of other better stuff.
There was nothing he could do
Yeah, Daniel,
that could outweigh
Daniel.
the war on drugs.
you want to know who my number 16 is?
Who?
Okay, who's that?
William Henry Harrison. He's a good president.
Okay.
Harrison
Okay.
of all people.
What the
Oh
fuck?
my god.
Number 9 is Reagan.
Okay.
All right, we got a good man here.
Number 10 is Benjamin Harrison.
What?
Then it's
Why?
number 11 is Chester Arthur.
Where are you coming from?
Insanity.
Knowing
Chester
every
Arthur.
president.
Okay, continue, Dave.
Then it's Cleveland and Monroe.
Oh, sweet lord.
Yep.
No, I agree.
Cleveland.
Then it's Coolidge. And then it's Taylor and William Henry Harrison.
Okay.
Those are the
Taylor,
only good
why
presidents
Taylor?
we've had.
Okay, you gotta explain
Wait,
Taylor.
wait. Question. Hey, Dave, didn't William Henry Harrison die in like the first month of office?
That's
He
why
did.
it's great.
Why is it-
Okay, actually, I'm going to add Harrison to my list of
Yeah.
best presidents too.
Taylor's up there for a similar reason because he died early
Oh,
and didn't do anything particularly bad.
I've been told to
No, wait,
address
wait,
the
wait,
comments
Dan,
in the
I
live
mean,
stream.
David.
Don't do it.
Dave.
Don't do it. We'll do it
It's
later.
why do you think representation of women and people of color is important in film?
I don't.
Oh, God damn it, Charlie.
I mean, I don't have a particular stance on this actually because I just don't care.
I think it's-
literally just
what if
don't
you
care.
were a black female? How, would you care then?
I don't know.
Not really. As long as like you don't have.
I think the
I
disclaimer
mean,
we
okay.
should
Here's the
put
thing.
here
Okay,
is that-
fine. I do have a
Ugh.
somewhat of an opinionated stance on this. If it doesn't make sense, like let's say you're making a historical movie, right? And let's say, for example, it's about World War One.
Why would you make a movie about World War One?
Okay,
Oh,
plenty of
that's a
reasons.
boring
World War
war.
One is fucking
That is a
awesome.
boring war.
World War I is a good war.
World War One is
It's a boring
amazing, and
war.
you're
What
just
happened? Tell
objectively
me
wrong.
something cool that happened.
Charlie.
History stopped being good after World War II.
Will everyone make Charlie shut up, please?
Yeah.
Garrett's trying to say
Charlie,
something.
shut up.
Thank you, Dan. If it doesn't make sense within like a historical context, like if like a soldier was a woman in World War One, that would make no sense because that didn't historically actually happen. There were almost no women soldiers. And if you just had them in there for the sake of having women soldiers, that wouldn't make any sense. If you're going for like a historical film, I prefer they be as accurate to the historical material as possible. But if it's just like a superhero who happens to be a woman, I don't care. And if you just like want to make a traditionally white superhero, a black woman, I don't care. It's like if you're making something like a historical movie, just be accurate to the source material and don't include representation for the sake of representation.
Okay, hey, I got a
That's like
question.
my
let's hear it,
particularly
Charlie.
strong stance that I take on that issue.
Okay. I know this is old, but the new Ghostbusters versus the old Ghostbusters.
What do you
I
mean?
don't see how that's
Right,
relevant.
Ghostbusters.
Are you?
Well, no. We were talking about having, women and whatnot in movies and whatnot.
I don't
Yes.
care as long as they're decent. But
Yeah,
they
what
weren't
Garrett
decent.
said,
in
is it a good movie? And I think the new Ghostbusters wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was just a movie that tried once or hard.
Okay.
I think
have a
they
friend-
barely
I have a
broke
friend that
even
I said
with that
I really
movie.
didn't like the movie, and she took me as sexist because I didn't like the movie.
Well, that's just on her, man.
That's a
Yeah,
bit much.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Look, if I can get my 2 cents in here, as far as the representation of women in minorities in movies, yeah, I think that's great. I think it's important. I think we should do that. They are part of it. They are part of society, a valuable and necessary part by which we as a culture can learn about ourselves. And not only that, but again, they also watch movies. And who doesn't want to see themselves in some way reflected on screen?
Me.
Dan's got it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, fair point. Yeah, so should we include women and minorities in movies? Absolutely. But again, just to bring up what Garrett mentioned, every once in a while filmmakers try just a little bit too hard. And again, I think that's a backlash against not trying at all and, movies being whiter than polar bears blinking in blizzards for like decades on end.
Yeah.
So again, there is a balance to be struck. And I'm obviously not qualified to point out where that is. But I
Can
think
we have an example of a movie that tries too hard to add in minorities?
okay,
What,
well,
Charlie? Like what?
I think I have one, actually. I actually discussed this with a gentleman I know who's African American and who's a bigger Marvel fan than I will ever be, and I asked him about the Fanforstic movie. And, of course, we both hated it because it was a crap film, but he said, look, in the case of Johnny Storm being black, he didn't agree with that because Johnny Storm is meant to be Sue Storm's blood. Now, that's a quote from him. So in that case, he felt that got, in a way, almost gotten in the way of their very special relationship they have as brother and sister. So I think in that case, yeah, they tried a little bit too hard. But look at Thor Ragnarok. Valkyrie is originally a blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman in the comics, but Tessa Thompson walked into that role, knocked it out of the park, and it was absolutely amazing. Being white wasn't at all important to Valkyrie's identity, and she walked in as a multiracial black woman and did an amazing job, and I'm looking forward to seeing her in Infinity War. Balance. That's what you need.
Wow, that was actually really professionally well said. Good
That's
job,
because
Dan.
Dan is just professionally well said in almost everything. It's almost hard to even
Dan wins the
debate the guy
podcast.
because he'll just make you look
Dan
like a
is the
fucking
winner.
idiot
You
if
get
you
the
disagree.
podcast.
Aw,
with him.
thanks, guys.
Oh, you're
That's
welcome.
very much.
Do you mind if I
Podcast
keep
over.
sucking your dick a
Dan
little bit
wins
more?
social destruction. Dan wins.
You want me to stroke you a little faster or slower?
Okay, stop that.
No homo, my dude. Just saying, no homo.
Ah,
no
yes.
Who has ever answered that question slower? Garrett never gets any, so he has to make it last.
That was actually, spoiler alert, guys, that question was asked by my sister. And shout outs to my sister.
Oh,
for
Gad.
tuning in.
Okay. Hi,
Heather.
Madeline.
Now,
Make sure mom and dad don't see this. Just saying.
Make sure they do. Show them.
No, my life will be over.
Okay, everyone shut up, Charlie.
Hey, I didn't even say something for like a good minute.
Fair point. Hey, Dave, do you
I
have
wish it was
anything on
more
this?
than a good minute. I wish it was
I
like
cannot
2 good
hear you.
minutes just to get my
Okay,
sanity
timer.
back.
Someone set up a timer.
Wait. Okay, it's going.
Is Dave still here?
I
I'm
believe
here.
so.
I'm surprised you haven't interjected in any sort of way.
I thought about interjecting about Dan having a black friend and being all cool and stuff, but I mean,
Guys, to be fair, we just bumped into each other at temp work I was doing, and he thought I was a white nationalist when we first met.
Dude, I told you you look like a
You
neo-Nazi.
look like one.
I hate you
You
guys!
look like a skinhead. I'm sorry.
Guys!
More like one if you
And,
actually
and
see,
with
like,
the frequent
not a-
references to like your pagan roots and your ancestry leads me to believe to come
I
to
do
that
not
conclusion.
do that! I listen to Scandinavian metal. Holy shit, do you guys not know that leftist anarchists shave their heads too? Okay.
No.
Yeah, but leftist anarchists don't wear combat boots and camo shorts.
Actually, they do. Actually, some of them do. Have you heard?
And then,
And the
Have you
ones
heard
that do
of
look
Redneck
like
Revolution?
neo-Nazis.
because I love Scandinavian metal. I cannot get enough of it. It's so
It's good, and the Brits do well too. But look,
The
full
Brits are
disclosure.
just- the Brits are just like some of the goats of all of heavy metal. They're
This
just
is
like
true.
the most
Talk about
influential
metal now.
country in terms of heavy metal of all time.
Guys,
Mhm.
I would just like to point out we are coming to 6 minutes until our hour-and-a-half time slot
Nope,
is
we're
over.
keeping going if you guys want.
Holy shit.
you
I
guys wanna
agree
keep
to an
going?
hour-and-a-half. If we defy the time now, we'll never keep the time.
Do you guys
It's time to
want to
wrap-
keep going till about 2 hours?
It's time to wrap this up.
No,
time
no,
to wrap
let's,
this
let's,
up.
let's keep to an hour and a half.
Fine.
I'm pretty ambivalent. Except I just got yelled at for looking like a damn Nazi. I'm so
fair.
If you
Daniel,
stop
it's
looking
not
like a
good for you.
Nazi, people won't call you a Nazi.
God damn it.
So, guys,
Yo.
I still have one quiz here.
Well,
If
let's
you
hear it.
want to finish off by doing it.
Sure.
Also, let the record show that I fully support punching Nazis.
Of course, the anarchists would support
Daniel,
violence
I'm not
against
going
a
to
certain
punch
group of
you.
people. I'm not in the least bit
So,
surprised, honestly.
All right, go ahead, Casey.
On this one, since it's like a specifically formatted BuzzFeed quiz, I'm going to have y'all vote, and whichever is the most popular answer I'm going to go with.
All right.
The quiz is, which Disney princess are you?
Oh, God.
Oh, jeez.
I'm
Is everybody
waiting
ready?
for actually.
What podcast is the Disney Princess? Okay.
I'm actually looking
What-
forward to this
What
one.
Disney princess
Wait a minute, Casey.
are we as a
Casey,
whole?
I got a question. Does this Disney Princess quiz
Yes.
include or does not include Princess Leia?
God damn it.
Because if it doesn't include Princess Leia, then I will not
God
do it.
damn it.
On principle. On principle.
Principle.
It includes
On
Princess
principle,
Leia.
I will
When
not
has
do
anyone
it.
in this chat ever had a principle?
Shut the fuck up, man.
Okay.
I have principles.
Casey, go. We're
Is-
running out of time.
Is everybody ready?
Sure.
Yep.
Question: what is your favorite Disney movie? Pike of Notre Dame, The Aristocats, The Lion King, and The Lady and the Tramp.
Well,
Notre
that's-
Dame was best out of those.
Lion King.
Lion
Lady and
King.
the Tramp.
I got outvoted. Dang it.
Lady and the Tramp, dude.
Daniel, you're used to that. You're a libertarian.
This is true.
I heard two Lion Kings.
What do you
Yep, two
vote,
Lion
Casey?
Kings.
I vote Hunchback. So
Okay,
So we're
well,
tied.
if we get any tiebreakers, we'll settle this with a melee money match, and I'll kick all of your asses and win.
Wait,
how about I just flip a coin like
yeah, flip a coin.
someone who's not a retard?
Hey, I got a coin right now. Let me do it.
This is a fair
Okay.
statement. I cannot dispute
Hey,
that.
look, y'all! Charlie has a coin!
Hey, shut up.
Next thing you know, Charlie's gonna be Two-Faced. Like,
Wait, Charlie's
Heads.
gonna cheat.
heads,
All right.
keep your heads.
What are the
Tails,
two options?
you die.
Okay, The Lion King or Hunchback, Charlie?
Okay, Lion King is head, Hunchback is tails.
Okay,
Lion King.
okay.
That
Wait, who
figures.
else voted on Hunchback? Lion King
So
was
I
a
vote-
clear winner.
Daniel voted on Hunchback.
That's correct.
And I voted on Hunchback.
It's an
Well, I
excellent
vote for
social
Hunchback,
commentary. And
if I can change my vote.
You
okay,
can't.
Hunchback it is.
Okay,
Okay,
Hunchback.
Hunchback wins. Okay, now we've got.
Oh, you guys
secretly-
just 2000 this ass. You just 2000 election this shit.
Okay, secretly,
Corrupt bargain.
guys, secretly you think your enemies are envious of our industriousness, our looks. I don't have enemies. I'm not including that one. My determination, my wealth, or my demeanor.
My looks.
My looks.
My
Yeah,
looks.
definitely looks.
Easy,
Me and Dave
dude.
are the two
Have you
sexiest
seen my
men in this
beard?
whole,
Have you
podcast.
seen my beard? It is glorious.
I'm going
Okay.
to vote my determination.
That's
You're
probably because you're a
outvoted.
fucking Undertale degenerate.
Okay, next
Wait,
question.
what now?
Never mind.
What
I don't
are
play
you
Undertale.
most? Boys. What are you most scared of?
Nothing.
Saying goodbye to
Failure.
friends, losing my job, global warming, scissors, war, or being alone.
I'm gonna say
Scissors.
scissors because there exists the potential that I could get my right hand chopped off and I'd have to masturbate with my left hand. And
Ooh,
that is
that would be
completely
hell.
world-shattering to me. So I'm gonna
that
say
will be
scissors.
hell.
Real mature
we got-
here.
We've got one for
Oh,
scissors.
you got it. Glad I could help.
Saying goodbye to my friends. Oh wait, I don't have friends. Fuck.
Well,
I
fuck
almost
you
said-
too, Daniel.
Dan, I'm offended.
I mean, to be fair, Dave, you did just call him a neo-Nazi.
Well, to be fair, I've been doing that for a long time now.
Y'all suck. Y'all suck.
This is a fair statement,
Only
honestly.
twice.
None of the rest of these are serious threats, so only scissors remain something that can actually hurt me.
I hate you, David.
We've got 2 votes for scissors.
I'd have to say being alone.
Okay, we've got 2 votes for scissors, 1 for being alone, 1 for saying goodbye to friends. I'm gonna give it to scissors.
How many more questions are there, Casey?
Don't worry about it.
Keep
There are
going.
not that many. Okay. What do you look for in a soulmate?
Nothing.
Whoa.
I'm not interested in that.
Queer.
Okay, so Dan explained.
I refuse to vote in this on principle. Basically, I'm never gonna have a soulmate because I'm a
It's
lonely,
so-
degenerate weeaboo.
Soulmates
Is
are
everybody
gay.
Is everybody okay with me putting the answer wealth?
Yes.
That's good. Yes,
Yes.
Whoa,
that's
wait,
actually
whoa,
correct.
Casey, what are
What?
the other options?
Shut up,
I'm not
Charlie. We all
reading
voted
this.
anyway.
Personality an option.
Wealth. I vote wealth.
Choose a talking animal.
A crocodile.
That's
I
not
will
an
also
option.
not vote on this question on
Jack?
principle that I am not a furry and do not associate in any way with furries.
Okay, stop
Only
that
That's
statement.
suspect.
Okay, guys.
Shout out to
Here are your
you,
options.
Joe. I'm kidding. You're a homie.
Here are your options: Phoenix, Bluebird, Mouse, Meerkat, Warthog, Animals Can't Talk, Cockatoo, Shark, or Possum.
Animals can't
A
talk.
cockatoo.
Possum.
Cockatoo.
Guys, possum is obviously the correct answer. What do you
I'm
got?
voting for
Cockatoo is the
Phoenix.
correct answer. That's a
Dan-
gay bar in GTA 5.
Dan, did I hear Phoenix?
Yes, you did.
Daniel, you edgy fuck.
Okay, so currently it's
I vote animals can't talk.
How can you
It's
have the
it's
edgy Disney Princess BuzzFeed quiz?
so
David, you
boys,
sound like
boys,
my mother.
boys, everybody, shush.
Your mom yells
So
at you for
Phoenix-
edgy fuck.
Phoenix and guys, Phoenix, Cockatoo, Animals Can't Talk, and Possum are all tied. I'm gonna break the tie by giving it to Possum.
Yes!
God damn it!
You let him win. Now he's gonna have this
cock.
over our heads.
He already thinks he's incapable of being wrong. It can't get
Oh
worse.
God, no.
Everybody gets
Well,
one.
you guys can never
Okay.
provide an example of me being wrong, so I'm
You mercantilist.
God damn it, Dave!
You-
I mean,
Okay,
Okay,
guys. I don't want to be here all night. What do you like to do with your time off?
masturbate.
Netflix.
I'm gonna skip a lot of these.
Beat me.
Lie around.
Masturbate.
I'm always working.
Masturbate.
Play video games.
Masturbate.
LARP or go to the beach.
Masturbate. And
Masturbate is
masturbate.
not an option.
You can do
Casey,
all
are
those
those all
things
the
and
options?
masturbate at the same time. If a dude can punch 12 police officers while jacking off, anything is possible.
He's got a point.
Casey, are those all the options?
I skipped some of them that didn't seem relevant.
I'm gonna say
These are all
playing video
terrible
games though,
answers.
because playing video games and jacking off is the most compatible pair with each other.
No, that's not true. You're too
What
busy.
video games are you playing?
I can send you some links if
Did
you're
you allow
interested. Actually,
Doki Doki Literature
I
Club
only
does not
play
count as
mine.
video
no,
games.
not even Doki Doki Literature Club. Honey Pop,
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Furukasaya,
You beat yourself
Nekopara.
off to Doki Doki?
I didn't say that,
Go
you
away.
numbnuts.
Go
I
away.
just listed anime games that you could
Guys.
do dirty things
Well,
with.
Okay, you know what? I'm voting for whatever Garrett didn't vote for.
I'm voting for whatever David says.
Same here.
all these options
God,
are terrible,
you
so I'm just
dick
gonna say
writers.
lying around.
Lying
Lying
around
around
it
sounds
is.
good.
You dick
Fire on
writers.
wins. Garrett, to be fair, it's really easy to masturbate while lying around.
But you don't have any material to do it with. You don't have like any
You
sort
have
of
your
visual. With the video games, you
imagination.
can have a visual.
I have
Anyway,
Yeah,
one-
what do you think?
on
Yeah,
this.
guys, why do you think I play
Please.
Sonic the Hedgehog?
Okay, guys.
Oh,
I
Guys,
prefer
guys.
Shadow the Hedgehog on the Nintendo GameCube, by the way.
Sweet praise.
Next question
Fantastic
is,
fapping
what is
material.
guys? What is the secret to true love?
Masturbating.
Giving up? Lowering your standards?
I'm still trying to figure that one out.
Love is actually
That's
just a collection of chemicals needed for people to breed. Rick
What
and
David
Morty,
said.
yeah.
Since what David said is actually one of the options, chemistry,
God
I'm going to
damn
put that
it.
one.
Wait, no,
No,
chemistry.
no,
Yes,
no.
chemistry is it.
God, you dick writer. Hey, Charlie,
I'm
how's
sorry.
Dave's cock taste in your mouth?
I mean,
Salty.
Garrett, I saw
It
you
tastes
pretty
really
sucking
salty
hard
and
Dan
sad.
off, so I mean,
What's that?
Charlie,
saw
if
you
it,
sucking off Dan pretty hard.
That's
Charlie,
true, actually.
salty
But
and
Dan's
sad.
actually worth it.
Charlie, if it tastes salty, he's not showering properly. Don't
I
suck
am
that anymore.
so
That or
dreadfully
he's a
confused about
smasher.
what's going on here.
Anyway, where do you like to have your first date? Is it movie theater, bar, the club, a park, the zoo, a coffee shop, a restaurant, I don't have time to date, or a museum?
Try
Bar.
the.
A museum
don't have
because
time.
a museum because that's the kinkiest
bar,
place
bar,
to
bar,
have
bar.
sex with a hooker.
Stop.
Daniel and I went to
What?
the zoo one time together, so yeah, zoo.
David, you're not helping.
I've got one for zoo, one for bar, museum.
Daniel,
One
what
for
did you
bar.
vote for?
But I'm also willing to accept zoo, just for the sake of
Daniel,
like,
if
it's
you do
also
not vote for
equally
zoo,
kinky.
our love is not true.
Zoo it is then.
God
Sweet,
damn
perfect.
it.
So it's almost
Alright.
unanimously
Go,
zoo.
dude, you're gay. Ill.
Okay, there are two more questions.
Thank God.
Okay, I know which one's gonna win. Pick an artist. Lord, Imagine Dragons, Miley Cyrus, Katy Perry, Miles Davis, Randy Newman, Drake, Bruno Mars, or Avicii.
I'm actually
Bruno
gonna
Mars.
say Drake because
I think
though
Avicii.
on principle
yeah,
I shouldn't
Drake,
like
Drake.
Drake. He does have some actual bangers.
False.
Dan-
Drake never contributed anything good to society at any point in his entire existence.
Nope.
Dan, what's your vote?
Hotline Bling. That song is actually a banger.
It's
I'm
false.
gonna
Drake never
go
released-
No,
with.
you will never convince me otherwise.
I'm gonna go with Avicii.
Yes.
Avicii takes it.
Like, I kind of like Imagine Dragons, but they're not that great. And honestly, Molly Hunt's covers are better.
Fair.
Okay.
You
Last question.
hipster.
Okay, so what is Happily Ever After?
A
And
joke.
before I read all,
The sweet release
Before-
of death.
Nope.
excuse me,
The sweet
excuse
release of
me.
my semen after I'm done masturbating.
You have a
this-
problem, sir.
I do
I'm not
have a
sure-
problem. You're
Yeah,
absolutely correct.
Garrett,
Guys, shut the fuck up.
Okay, Charlie, you've talked about your habits, so I'm not sure you can really talk.
hey, I've
Before
come to
Kennedy-
myself on this.
Holy shit. It's the last question, for God's sake. Just shut the fuck up. Before I read all the options, one of them is I'm not sure, but it isn't what is happening now. Can I just put that?
Yes.
Yes.
Do it,
Yeah.
do it.
Yes.
It's funny because we're all
Ah,
depressed.
fuck. Ah, fuck. Boys, we got Princess Aurora.
God damn,
Oh. Are you serious?
that's the worst one.
That is easily the worst one.
I mean,
Well,
to be fair,
guys,
that matches
guys,
us,
also-
actually.
We are literally the worst people.
We're literally the worst guys, so I mean, it works.
Shout out to Matthew, who's been answering all the questions in the chat.
He actually
Oh.
did. I'm glad you joined us because you had nothing else better to do with your life, my dude.
Oh, dude, if you looked at chat, Lion King won.
Who the hell is Princess Aurora?
I don't know, actually.
You know,
What
there are
movie
days
is
when I
Sleeping
feel
Beauty?
I
incompetent,
don't know.
and then there are days where I talk to you guys.
Yeah, she's a Sleeping Beauty won.
Thank you,
Wait,
David.
This isn't Sleeping Beauty.
Okay.
This is hardly Sleeping Beauty at
Oh.
all.
And leave your quiet
We gotta wrap
exterior
this
as a
stream up,
thoughtful and
guys. We
considerate
gotta wrap
person
this stream
burning
up.
with passion.
So does anyone have any last words they want to say before I sign off?
Anime is shit, and so am I.
That's
So are we.
anything from you,
This was a
Dave?
mistake. This shouldn't have been done.
Anything from you, Dave?
No.
How about you, Dan?
This is arguably what I expected, so given that nothing caught on fire, I think I'll label it a success.
I'm
So,
gonna also label
can
it
I,
a
can I,
success too because I managed to
can
squeeze
I-
in more than one masturbation
Oh,
joke. So that's
hey,
good enough for
Garrett,
me.
Garrett.
Actually, Daniel, speak
Garrett.
to yourself. I almost set my shirt on fire today.
Fair
Garrett,
point.
One.
Yes.
Garrett, is it okay if I do a sign off?
Hey, fun fact.
podcast,
I just
my
discovered
sign-off.
something. Did you know that all
It's
the
gonna be
Disney
lame.
princesses have
Nope.
a manga series?
Charlie,
It's pronounced
Charlie
manga.
Lee.
everyone be quiet while I sign us
Oh my
off.
God.
Koala Princess.
Thanks for tuning into the Social Destruction Podcast. I've been your host, Garrett, along me with Charlie, Casey,
Yup,
Dave,
your
and
boy.
Dan. And we'll see you again next time. Hopefully we can bring on the commie of our group, and we can
Oh
discuss
God,
from
the
there.
tanky.
So I'm really happy that you
prefers
guys
me-
tuned in. I
prefers
wish you
warm
all well,
weather.
and we'll see you again next week. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Don't fall while masturbating.